One man is, which seems to be the most leader. Please, sir. Only cool breeze sound can be heard in return. Body is making him join his hands towards his body, and that's when he remembered his locket and said with hopeful eyes, "You can take my instead of the amount I owe of you, sir," he said, making the other man looked with in his face. "Say a word, and you will. She will be an obedient just like, and you can whenever and how before that man can complete hold his neck." That the man started to losing his consciousness but stopped after seeing that locket keenly. And seeing that Mafia King looking at his locket direction, he tried to see the surroundings to escape but sighed after so many members already present. "You can take her. Thanks to you, Taehyung, sir. Make sure to watch your moves, and from now on, she's not your. And take her on her, and if she don't want to come, make sure to," he said while looking at the man. You're leaving that for that to his wife? When did you start showing interest on these type of things? Jimin asked. "Did you remember Jimina, the girl I admire and I love my whole life?" "Wine?" Jimin whispered. "Yes, and this locket is the one which I gave to her, and it holds Wine photo," he said, making Jimin understood. But he don't. And when it comes to his, I know it all. But what if I loves him and I make sure to take care of him in my own way after getting her back? That man took the keys, who is surrounded by Taehyung's man, and everyone looked at who is with her hands. "We don't hesitate to take you back and give you the same which you got before." The man and went towards his. "This is your gift." "He's not this like me. Thanks to you, I'm strong enough." He stood while looking at her expressions, which is emotionless. "Take her," he said, trying to make wine, but she just looked at him. "I'm sure I will take that on your face someday." And she said, making her and said, "In your dreams." He said, making wine go from there. And when wine, the card leader looked at the man with making him help her. Wine is sitting on bed feeling because of the thoughts inside her mind, which is still fresh, started resulting her to take and looked at the man approaching, making her jump from the and go towards a corner. By approaching him, even she went to corner, making her say, I got, please don't do," she said while looking at which is hanging there. But Taehyung, who is approaching her, not knowing why is she like this, but after Taehyung heart, "Why don't come to me?" His eyes getting looking at his only word, which is, "Nuna, how can you be so strong that you four boys for me?" Tae Wine looked at him surprised and said, making him smile in happiness, for not only she remembered his name, but she calmed too. But she looked at him. "Why did you to get you out from, and how did you know?" Wine asked. He didn't think twice too. "Isn't it obvious to guess how might he have?" he said and looked at her time too. Taehyung came at and saw Wine sleeping peacefully. He wanted to hold her. "I will protect you everything like you did to me." "You, how dare you even look at us, huh?" he said while 8 years old Taehyung on his. And there are kids who are smiling. "Hey, what you guys are doing to him? Should I tell the principal?" she said while their hands on him before giving hand to him, To stand. Thanks. Why no, not you? You said, making him nod, and you looked at them. If I see you again, you don't even imagine. Wine said, making the boys nodded, making Wine smile, and looked at Taehyung. Don't let anyone so easily. Wine said, making Taehyung nodded his head and take her photo, which she smiled, allowing him to take her pic. Be strong. Have this locket with you, and I made this locket for my friend. And from now, you are my only friend. I will take this when I meet you next time. I make sure to be the strongest person and be your friend all of my life and live with you just like my. While looking at Taehyung beside her, after seeing him, Wine tried to. Sorry if I. Taehyung said. He said and moved, but Wine stopped him while placing her hand. Is this for I saved you before? She said, looking at her little care. It's for you to settle it like this. Before he completed his sentence, doctor came inside. I will stay, Taehyung said. And when doctor her hand to check the pulse, making doctor call Taehyung outside. She is, and you can see when I come towards her, she's very, and her pulse is increasing. One thing is sure, she's comfortable with you. Take that and make sure to look after him better with no, he said, making the other nodded and do the work. They went to the room again only to find Wine thinking about something again with that on her face, making Taehyung go towards her. Didn't you said we will take it when we again met? It belongs to this person. Then making Wine chuckled. Do you believe me? He asked while lifting her. Making Wine looked at him, and she nodded since he is the only one. Then tell me your whole story. Tell me, Wine. It helps you. It's a long story, but I can give you this life to listen and to heal you, Wine. I'm not in this from first. Instead, my step parents forced me in this. You have to marry Jack. I can't marry someone whom I don't know. Dear, we are in loss. I can't. Can't you understand our situation and listen to us for at least this one time? Why did you? And didn't know she's. And if you don't know how to deal, it's better you stop. Wine, honey, please understand her. Okay, then I will marry. I know my Wine is best. Wine is waiting for Jack to come, and since she don't know how to tell that she needs time to first understand him. And when she looking at her with making him go towards her, I don't know you came. You must be waiting for me, don't you? And that's why you slept here. Since it's not too late, why not we? Wait, why are you even here? He took her in before closing the door and stop it, but it's too late for her and he injected her. You know, you're my, and once I will tell you too. Who then? And I'm going to with me. This is 31st day, she said with lots of difficulty feeling, and stopped with that since she can't tell. I wanted to tell him since I just can't, and his. Please give me some. I wanted to. Her won't go, which he created, will last still, no matter how much he do. Where are you taking me? She asked, making him said, to kill your thoughts. To your thoughts. Taehyung took wine to Jack and to see him, and Taehyung gave wine, making her look at him confused. He is laughing heavily by mocking. Making Wine remembered his every single time he looked down. You can't do that. You can never. No. That she finally, since she wanted to do it from long back. With that, likewise days have passed, and now Wine is, whenever she thought of her, and those are replaced by the ones he deserved until that one day came. Taehyung is sleeping in her room on the little sofa, uncomfortable, thinking Wine may got that. Wine is looking at him who is sleeping back face to her, and after some time he turned towards her. Not yet sleepy, he asked, making Wine said, I'm perfect, you don't need to sleep. I can my whole life taking care of you. But I will take you to place. You literally took me to every place. Is there any place left? But Wine got while looking at this since she already thought this will happen soon, but didn't expect that it would be this day. Stop it. Wine said, making Taehyung confused. This is not right. I'm not right for you. Taehyung, why are you talking? Are you joking? Why are you thinking like that? Because you deserve someone. Taehyung, please understand this. You're still young and you can find a good. You're not that old, Wine. It's just 2 years gap. It's not about age. Then what? But I don't care. Taehyung said. But I got. So what? I didn't love you only so that I can get attracted to you. Instead, I love the soul. It's not how you think. He holds your hand in his hand and said, just leave those things. What? I'm saying this while thinking about us only taking. I can't take it if you keep me away from you once we get close. Never think I'll keep you away. If you're not allowed to, she said, making him chuckled. Subscribe.